A man will quickly a man will quickly run and get another woman
and my dear
because was a day.
Thank you. Mbwalaba starving for how many days?
Not even starving. Just ngala tuchafananga nanga wali ofala nga tonnazaala. Me tubanga abakyala before you give birth, prepare yourself mentally because
either man can stress
mentally because
no gena mumira no gamba banna
ogenda kufuna stress y'omusajja yokere ku bubi ugateko n'omwana okutuke. Nagenda nenda bagamba akana nali neebuuza lwaki mubeera nga like ogenda okukyalira nakawere n'osanga embitana zikolako ebintu biryawo ne bagamba mukwano ate weyeebakira nawe obeera olina okwebaka wazuukira
kyokka omusajja bw'akomyewo bw'ayagala
nze simanyi oba omuntu asobola okuzaala mu relationship ne musigala nga muli kyekimu nze simanyi. I don't know. I've not seen it.
It takes a man over. For some reason, that's when even cheating, atandikira okucheatinga. Atandika paxi. Paxi. Musajja. Your perspective. Abasajja abasinga tolimba. Wamala okuzala katugambe. Ende.
Tomanyi bintu bakola.
Wachira flattinga n'omuntu bwamala okuzalira in most cases. Kale ngozeko ovudde mu byokunda bange enkima oba tuyagala totandika kunoonya buntu ntubu x notandika obufulatinga nabo ng'olaba
get apart from my brothers.
No, it depends
on
I think when women give birth for men they tend to relax, but I think katibuli bamuyina buli kimu kiwe.
That's why for men
for some it comes with some kind of disrespect, relaxing and maybe the other to
narekera
so that
nga bakitolindako n'empo
mentality ya pact yakugambye it could be a man's mentality. They assume that because ozadde
you're back,
their mind already yabamanye mukati okyuse.
Thank you.
Before you even change yabamanye muli muntu egwe
kati
kara what
tatandabawo
ali ku mwana we because they say it kati assume immediately ekyo kyakola ki tokyamuliko.
Banafu abagoya programs za Biva Organic nze Dr. Senjobe nakuuka mu butonde kujjanjabisa mmere middo na bibala. Biva Organic tuli wano Mengo opposite Masengere ku Biva Organic House ne Hoima opposite Equity Bank. Olwanja kati twogere ku clove oil benefits ne clove tea benefits, mafuta ya kalafu oba gwe tuyita pilawo masala nga bwolaba ku screen yawo. Fe ku Biva Organic tukolamu ka clove oil kano ne tukolamu n'amajani ga clove tea. Abantu abalina ekizibu ky'okuba nti owunya akamwa kakuyamba akadagala kano kalinamu eugenol medicinal component. Kayamba nnyo ku bantu abalina toothache ng'olumizibwa amannyo, tonyeza awali erinnya erikuluma oba senyesa akadagala kano ng'omaze otteekako toothpaste. Olwa eugenol benefits ze kalina ne nakyo anti-inflammatory kajja kuyambako nnyo okkendeeza belly fats ate n'okuspeeding up bile production mu abalina high cholesterol levels. Nze Dr. Senjobe.
Kale. Hi lovelies, muli bulungi Love Life brought to you by Biva Organics ne Airtel. Tulina mutaba a trending and kata cha trending. Karole, Kasita. Bram Rose. Mama. Zibunanga, I want to know, like, what did she? Some people you kneel down, others you don't kneel down. Why you wouldn't
the year I gave birth to my son, That child was a roller coaster. I remember when it was beginning, I was like all over the place. And my friend was like, like I was trending for no reason. And I'm still trending. And even this year, I'm trending for no reason. I just wake up and I'm trending. And I'm asking myself, how did I get there? Like,
ngakumbe kati for you you're like kiraka we misinterpreted like a video
you misinterpret everything I do. You do much twist into something else. You twist into something else. So what exactly happened?
lwaki wamubuuzizza
Namubuuzizza.
kale ffe tetwalabye lips moving ne tugamba naye Karole
The hello.
oh kano
No, hello.
hello
Yeah. No hugs. Me, I'm a very humble person. There's no way I can meet somebody nemba sema nemba manyi nestamubuuza. Na andikupe kubuuza wabona by the way. Hane efuze wefuze.
you're kidding
Ndikupe wona babuuza ko like omuko like edam tumanga ndo mamgaye ko bugambi just hi. So what do gamba hi hi yo okutia like hi. Ngatomanyi kubuuza naye ngo yagala kola ki? Mubuuza because I'm just naturally humble.
Katono nga yewafuka midabala no
Because nabademba manyi. No, pastor, yeah, I respect him a lot. He was the pastor. Everyone else said I was not them, but take it there like on the face. Only some take it there on the face. But I still said hello. But the simanya ni gwembuza, hello. Nenyanga mangu nekola chi nentula. And then when he got up to give a speech, nengamba, oh, I didn't say hi like officially to him. Then I used to take it there, buno ichi.
Okay, because even the way he was dressed, the suit.
No, he was so much covered up. I could not tell he was the one, but I still said hello to him in a humble way. Very humble. People can say what they want to say, but me, naye kenyini amazima agamanyi.
Kwanga, you said you even had a conversation after
the whole event, social media. We even talked together during the event and we talked about like a few things that there's not jazzing as such, but we were talking normally. Because I have no problem with nobody. That's not me.
Katinga really abamu katinga bagamba you're the reason. Yayambyeko chicken agundi obutamukuba ani yoli someone. Gobali you're trending for reasons that I don't understand as well. Naye wabitegeddeko like before you left did you hear anything?
That was on Saturday.
But now,
so Sunday goes,
yes.
Monday goes, Tuesday goes, Wednesday.
On Wednesday. I think I saw it on Wednesday.
That was yesterday.
Yes.
It's when I'm at my spa and then somebody Facebook. Comes nambuza. Nyabo nogano kubuza.
Nebatandika mbu abaddeyo era you're right.
Nemugamba, can I see what you're talking about? Katina kandaka. Nemugamba, oh my God, Ugandans need to take a break. Please take a break. Ugandans, no. Don't put them into it. It's too much.
So let me ask. I've always wanted to ask you. Rewaja mu studio nenkhostinga. Were you pregnant? Ngolya gorillas. That is the thing you wanted to take a break. Why you younger gorillas?
Take a break now, yeah. I'm just asking, like. So, in my pregnancy, I've always loved gorillas. Pregnant or non-pregnant. Surprisingly. I used to have a pack of gorillas every day in my car. Every morning I would snack on it, morning, lunch, and that. But sichazira nyatenga really surprising.
So
no.
But
the pregnancy. I just loved them at that time. But I was not pregnant.
So when you got pregnant, njagala kubuuza how was it like nga gwe omuyimbi? Did it come by accident and how did you pull through?
It is something I wanted to do. I wanted to get pregnant for a long time. So when I got pregnant, I embraced it. I embraced it because I really, really wanted to get pregnant. I felt like it was the right time for me to give birth sincerely. There was no pressure from anybody, but it was coming from me as a person. Because I accept growth as a person. I accept that omuntu ovaako wano, not down. Not down. You cannot be constant all your life. Otherwise, singa nkyali gye natandikira. But I understand that omuntu abaako ne growth. So nakiza mukano wentuuse guno gino emyaka gye ndiko nina okuzaala. Otherwise, sijja kuzaala. Otherwise, nja kufuuka busy carry entwale ebyokuzaala mbirabirire ddala.
How did pregnancy yakuyisa kubanga they say anyway, I know different bodies, but then they say like when you reach at a certain stage for abatazadde nga tuli batoka so otandika okuzaala nga okuliridde bisimanya mbu you know how they say, just like I remember when I was a virgin, there are these misconceptions. If you don't give away your virginity, example. If you don't whatever bija kuluma simanya boli weza 30 boli virgin bija kuluma. So in my mind kumbe they were lying, you know.
At that is when you broke it.
No, I'm giving an example. I wish, but trust me, if I didn't hear that. No, I thought because I've seen other people there's nothing, it's no more. But if I hadn't had those things, virgin. I'm telling you the truth.
So you're doing it for peer pressure?
No, it's what I wanted. Yeah, I did it for peer pressure because of the words. But now I'm wondering, is it like your body, like did you feel like any type of changes, like weird? It's okay because I saw you on social media.
People don't know that I'm a young girl. They think I'm as old as they think I am.
Because I've seen you
and I want to argue with them.
I know.
That is their argument for them to settle one day.
I know.
Not for me. Come on, Charlie. That the life will tell.
I know.
But I gave birth when I'm still a young girl, and you can see just the way how my body came back to normal shows that it was just the right time for me to do it. To give birth. Singanali muntu maybe had the same your body can even refuse to go back to.
Yes,
yeah.
God, I'm not believing with you.
But what?
I'm not talking
my
about
body is back normal.
Yeah, I'm not talking about snapping back. Snapping back in my body, yeah. Trust me.
No, you can't.
When I was at the early 20s, nenga body ganyo kudayo. Even up to now.
Baby,
so it depends. So ache kugamba like either byobolide or cravings or after that the simanya baba body abienda no buji ne then the body gets loose. I don't know. Now for you snapped back easily. So throughout like tebya kuisa bubinti oba morning sicknesses, cravings ebyekisiru simanya.
I didn't crave. I didn't fall sick. The only thing I had on my body touched was the stomach grew big. But everything else on my body remained the same.
You didn't even crave?
I didn't crave. Kind of craving kale awonga lukuze kale nga like 9 months nga ngupi na zala nga craving akatogo.
Okay.
Aka muogo n'ebijanjalo, which is a very rare meal. And I was staying at my home all by myself. So I would send my assistant nagenda mu katale nga nsula muyenga ng'emmere agigula bunga mu katale nga nfumbe nno n'agyempereza nga transport ey'emmere ya mutwalo gumu ng'emmere ya 3 naye nga kyenjagala okulya.
Wow.
nga ngamba boda ya mutwalo ebireeta nga njagala muno omuzigo nga gw'omuzigo nagula ne nguteekayo waka naye nga nalanya akatogo ka muwogo n'ebishanja.
Ekitegeeza singa wali mu kyalo wandibadde bwe banda abaliira emmere mu kabuyonjo gye muyoyeza because by the time oyoyeza akatogo ak'$3,000
or even cheaper kaba kambe kasinga ka 2-3 awo nga kayidde bulungi muwogo n'ebijanja. I think alinga omnaka 15
yes.
Kateeka asasa
bakweta mukabera ka white bago bapaka
janguyiranga ka dish n'anteeramu n'ampeereza.
But I think antenatal yakuyambako. Does antenatal help? Bagamba they don't need When did you start your antenatal? Bane bya antenatal tewabikola. Manyi kati gongamba tewayoya. Ola kino.
Antenatal, it was just an excitement because it was my first pregnancy. And I wanted to see what my baby looks like inside. Like kazanya, kakola chika, kebase, and then you because they bakanga nyo nti omwana wa ayinza n'okufiira mu lubuto. So your mwana asibanya ayinza oba okwekyusa n'atunda oba waggulu. There's too many things they say. So you always want to keep track of your baby and how it's doing inside your stomach. So I kept doing antenatal a lot. I took all the tabs I had to take, the pregnant care tablets, I took them. No mwana nga nkola scan whenever I had to. The tests that had to be done.
The jumping, the dancing,
surprisingly, my son, buli lwe nazinanga, buli yawuliranga endongo ng'amanyi nti ngenze kukola nga yebaka ng'awummula. Yes. When nabanga nga ndi excited nga ndi somewhere, what it loud, what he want, he always slept. Then when I go back home, maybe he feels like there's too much silence, then he would kick. Maybe okunaganti, I'm still here. I remember the time when he didn't kick for a long time, and I thought, oh my God, something is wrong. And I told my friend, hey, you know what? I think King aluddewo okunsamba bannange. Ate nesukunze nnyo. Something could be wrong. Kati nentya nnyo. Anything could happen. I remember ndi awo ne kasamba. You know how it feels. It feels good to know that he's in there and he's okay, because imagine carrying your son for a long time and you lose them along the way.
I know. Then amagulu, do they kuzimba? Nenga, you'll have a nice bond. Yes.
Sazimba chintu chonna. Nazimba lubuto roka.
I think you're going to tell me then you pushed.
Actually, I didn't push.
And your stomach is like that.
I didn't push. It was C-section.
It was by choice?
Not by choice.
Okay.
I think I spent 3 days in labor.
Let me ask a weird question. And love, like they say, like when you're pregnant, or you're young, you know, and then you have to have sex as well. Like if you want a smooth smile, you have to have sex. So did you your sex things over?
I think it's why it's also like pushing a man around.
You're kidding?
Yeah, because
so throughout the pregnancy you didn't have sex?
I was not engaging. You know, when I tell people these things, they think about rape. I talk about
trust me, because they tell me they be craving.
And me when I go to we are gamba push.
Yeah.
Like I could have actually pushed, but the baby could not go through.
There was
I was very thin.
Exactly, because they said you. That's why I'm like, you're kidding.
I was very, very thin because I had not been engaging. Yeah. Because Saina tata wa mwana the whole time when I was pregnant.
So I talk about ekizaalo. So in that one you didn't do.
I didn't do it.
So you couldn't call tata wa pinga jangu katono like.
No, because we're not together and I don't.
You weren't talking. Okay, not together. Together fe rumor fa bayine ngambe ze kisule rumor yali info.
Yali info nyonyo.
Penga tugamba ito kuba ali wali mukobera mugambe. Please.
That's something I decided to do as a person. It was about me.
So after that, did you inform me that different people be minor choices? Did you tell that person, whoever it is, that by the way I am? You just said, you know what, in your mind?
Okay. I'm pregnant, I'm this, and he knew and he still knows, but we don't have any.
He's non-present.
Not that. I don't know if it's by choice or what, but we are not like.
No, I understand
together.
like together.
Yeah, we're not together.
But communication is good.
Very okay.
Okay.
So would you encourage somebody to also be prepared, like in case you're having, like if you're bringing a child into this world, into a relationship and you have business, would you encourage them to be more prepared, to plan?
The only thing a person can prepare for when they're pregnant is mental. You should be prepared mentally, because everything else, you know, be a smanya carrying the baby. If you don't get sick, it's easy. Those sample fall sick, but God can bless and you don't fall sick. That means they're normal.
Yes.
And then when it comes to giving birth, the bills, if it's normal giving birth, it's very cheap.
Yeah.
If C-section, you can be a bit expensive, so you can plan for that. When the baby comes, babies ain't expensive. They are not.
Oh, really?
There are things that we can handle. Yeah.
Because I told the diaper, omwana agenda n'agyonoona.
Esooka omwana aba afidde ekyokulya kyeki beereri kyekyokulya ki owulira. It's not very expensive diapers, but diapers really. You can afford diapers. You can afford the diapers. If you can afford the diapers, also cost ebigoye n'okola ki. No musiba. Depends on how active you are. If you're willing to go, like prepare yourself mentally that if plan every reason I'm going for plan B, because if you don't prepare yourself mentally, you're going to become depressed. That's why some mothers get depressed.
Postpartum depression.
Oh no, when you plan any business in it plan already was around I'm keeping this
Baby.
this baby, and you shouldn't blame anybody in this world anything that goes wrong. It's supposed to be you and your child.
What the man?
You don't blame the man.
Why?
You don't blame him.
Especially the men I blame are the ones in my mind. Don't you whatever these days. But I blame this man who encourages me to have a child. Or these things of like njagala to phone a bond, njagala mfuna omwana nga akufanana. Then I proceed, I get pregnant, and then after that no
Omusajja ne bwakugamba nti Doreen njagala tuzaale omwana. Always go back and make it about you.
mentally.
Ogambe nti gaayo ono ne bwe nakeera ku makya n'ankola bw'ati n'andekawo n'omwana wange.
I'm ready. It has to start with you. Because if it doesn't start with you, you're going to become depressed. Ogenda kuyombanga n'omusajja. Ogenda kukyawa omwana wo. Ogenda vumanga omwana wo. Ogenda kuhating omwana wo. Ogenda because you are doing it for the man and not for you.
So when ngenda kitwe, when I ngenze kitwe, it's up to me to swallow
the after pill.
And
even if I'm sorry, but even if you get pregnant, it's not that I'm encouraging, but even n'abazungu bakyogerako mbu I think bakolako ne campaign now about abortions and stuff, that there can be options if you're not ready. And if you want to keep the baby, please make sure you prepare yourself mentally for whatever is coming your way in life. And it's very mental, it's very important because my friends bangamba, Karole, you're not depressed. Me, when I gave birth, me, my dear friend, I was very okay. I didn't get any depression any day, any time, anywhere.
Yeah, because people say, nakaba, you can't sleep. A lot is on your mind. The man is not there. Then that's when postpartum depression comes in.
Surround yourself with your family, with your friends. Just make it a joyful thing because babies are joy and they're a band of joy.
Their blessings.
Now balancing it no color. Balancing okuyimba, you're performing, and then now oli mwana oyina omwana nze nakulabanga for you moved on peku end nomaliza neera okuzaala neera n'okikwatirawo
nawe nagambye mental preparation. Because namanya mbu this kid era bwe kiba kineyo kibanga tumaze nanze agenda okukola ki providing no matter what.
So do you ogera naye like mubivulu nogamba munkwatira ko wala bayimba abamu abakira omuleka waka baka bwakaba maybe tegeka ku stage.
It's not breastfeeding anymore.
Hey, okay, those days like where you're or why you said let me first breastfeed then I'll resume.
By the way, people don't know, but I took a break. But nobody noticed.
Okay, maybe that.
I took a break, but nobody noticed.
Because I used to see you on social media still being active.
I took a break, but nobody noticed.
I know what
because Nateka went don't so you couldn't feel my absence. But I wasn't doing shows.
Yes.
And then the challenges, they were recorded prior.
No, we recorded, but they came home. I was singer. Because Nakole Katinga, I did like a media tour. Nainga, I can go for an interview. Nemanyambu no King will not be up at this time. Ajakuba Acheba Seka Ningamba Apple. Kale boy Mugamba and Sang, I will cancel the Kelmango, so I have to go back home. Now, I used to make sure that he doesn't feel Mbumfudeo.
Wamba wakola nnyo ennyimba
Yeah.
ne videos nga tuzirina, so we never felt
The absence, but I took a break.
You took a break. For how long?
Pako Naja King Kumabere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kati now the name King.
King. I got the name King. Nganaka Funo Lobotori. I knew I had to call him a king.
So the name
I knew he was going to be a boy because I didn't fall sick. Because girls make you sick, boys don't make you sick.
Really?
Boys, you stay normal. I go back normal.
Baba kunywa no. Oba bakuyambako nokoga. Bo abalenzi munaye bakoza.
Breastfeeding, they can
Yes.
feed you papa nokoga. And even honey, unaze kugera ndoza byakuzala. Nange mpya ina information nyingi.
No, it's good. It's good for us to learn because that is the other side people don't know.
And by the way, and tell all the mothers out there that make Google your friend. Me, everything that I knew, I used to ask Google. The way I feel stuck, I'm Google. So Google, why is King crying? Like he's been crying for probably this long. And they tell you, kids only cry for 3 reasons. Either he wants to sleep, or he's hungry, or he has wet his diaper. Then you check the diaper, it's dry. Then you say, but he has just eaten. Then you say, I think it's sleep. So you take him to sleep. That's the peace I'm talking about when you give birth. Like knowing what the problem is when it's happening. Yeah.
Not blaming the man, eh? All
No,
the time.
oh man, kala check out. Teba namu
Anti
walinye
bagamba.
Nera esati y'omusajja.
namu wamanye wawe.
Mimi nakugamba nti wamutuuma otya taata we n'atamutuma kuba bagamba bw'oti taata we atamutuma omwana akaaba taata we alina omusitula all the time nakwaba akaaba nalerera n'ategera no dadi nalekera okukaaba obiganye. Okay.
Let me tell you one thing.
Misconceptions.
No. And I'm a culture girl. I'm about culture, and I respect my culture a lot.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of misconception. Almost no mwana wasofuna obuzibu because oli kunono. Yeah. Ngoli kunono simanya bajajjabe
Anti balina omunaaza.
Tebamulabanga.
No mutwala bamunaaze balina omunaaza biki bino balina omunaaza kayayaana.
My mom came to my home.
So your dad does. Anyway,
So she did all that. Even I did all that because I'm the mother of the child.
Then bagamba olina okubeera n'essaati. Wakola otya obwoka?
Now you guys just know me. I'm just a blessed mother. I think mothers should by no kunekwata.
Actually, could love life.
By no kunekwata because I'm that
Seamless
one
journey.
mother who had a very good first time motherhood.
Wow.
Omwana wange teyafuna bwoka. I swear to God.
Colic
Naye
eri
obwoka
very Colic eri very
My son
intense. Kubanga
did
abamu
get
they even get it for
colic.
3 months.
My son
You're
did
kidding.
get colic. 2 things. First, I have a very good best friend. Ngamujako bestie who everyone knows. But I have a best friend, the girl. She's called Anita. She loves me too much that when I felt pregnant, she had given birth before me. In fact, you are inspiring Obzala. Kati, when I got pregnant, Nangamba Karole, I'm going to make sure that you have a very good first motherhood.
Yes.
Era yangamba ngenda kuwa a syrup ekituma na US
Wow.
ya colic.
So kitegeeza aba doctors bye batugamba nti no colic
Okay.
tawona.
yagitumya bweru.
Alimba.
It was a syrup from the US najempereza, but I forgot the name. Mpona yagala nayagala ogi recommending for she when she gave birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
You didn't keep that thing in the bottle.
she sent the bottle, but I checked my WhatsApp. Ngasibira joka nazala dance. Now King is 2 years.
Understand, country friend banange.
Kati, yeah, I can ask her again, but she sent me that bottle. We are jimpereza, yajitumia, US, nebajileta her sisters, because tana US, nebajituereza. So ngendo okuzala, gana ko mu park yange. Yangamba every after a feed. Never breastfeeding. From the first feed, put a drop of that syrup.
Do you know doctors tell us they don't know the cause of colic, number one, and it has no cure, but then I'm surprised.
They're lying. Kati boyampeyo syrup, then nanjigiza nokunjigiza mbu. I even checked Google. Nebangamba Google that when you give, when you breastfeed your baby, make sure you burp him.
Yes.
Until you pat his back until he burps 3 times.
Like this, first down, then you start
One.
Oh, here, then you pat.
You pat
Until
him nakola
kumugongo
first time, second time, third time.
So for us, as long as
But you go, most mothers, you get your kid, you breastfeed your kid, normal take out. Kati wompeka afuna gas in the stomach. That gas yeleta colic. Kubanga bakola chi amunyola.
Nera nalaba ne exercises oli mutuufu ku Google kyandwadde kirungi ne ku social media ennaku zino bakulaga engeri ka baby gy'osobola okasitulamu.
Even when you're breastfeeding a baby, to mothers, omwana breastfeeding omwebasiza wooti kati anywa amata aganywa yeebase. So I learned that when he's feeding, sit him straight. Digestion. Feeding akoze ki? Ali upright. Atudde naye ng'ali upright. Tomuweta nnyo buuti because gaba tegatambula bulungi.
Nekirala waliwo nali kyakola mama wange health camp batugamba nammwe abakola bwe muti ne munyeenya omwana obwongo
ng'omunyeenya otya
bino byobadde ogamba n'omusirisa nokola bwoti.
Me, I did one thing which most mothers don't even recommend or most mothers refuse. Me, I gave my son a pacifier.
Did it affect him?
It did. It's okay. He's very talkative.
No, it affects his front teeth because katola bakwezizo they are not.
His teeth are okay. He has a full set up and down. There's a lot of position about different things. No, I'm trying to
imagine. No, but I'm good because you know what? I hear a lot of things, and then
there's so many. I've never had a talk
the
about
fear. There's something I wanted to
like
ask you as well. The fear of labor pains. Well, now for you, it's like you have a special body. So, madam, did you experience labor pains at one point?
I'm a woman.
For real, waliwo nga tebafunye labor pains. Kati nga bogamba you didn't get biki nga ye nga agenda bugenzi mu ddwaliro. Those are blessed. But manyi mwajja buzibu ye nga tagamba mpulira biki. Okay, but different. But manyi naawe balinga nagamba makaro.
But awo wo bangamba normally kifa ku madagala g'onywedde ng'oli.
Are you sure?
Nega kuyambako. I think saafuna amadagala bulungi. Me, I took medicine, but I think safuna a lot. Emumbwa, like mumbwa jobo onywedde, bichi jobo dagala onywedde. Most times kuyamba no small kukabu easily. Yeah, maybe I didn't get all those things.
Then when you're breastfeeding, mabere kuluma, gochika kuluma.
Breastfeeding.
Yes, someone kuluma like if they, like the first time mothers normally have that. Wayonsa for 6 months to wali wona biwundu ku mabere go. Wow. Watekanga kochi.
Dora Mwima gave me it's called what? Kalinga ka tube. Kalinga ka Vaseline.
Yeah.
After breastfeeding, you rub on your nipples and then you get warm water and then you clean.
Karole, why weren't you giving people such good information?
Because I never got the opportunity. It's the first time I'm saying all these things here. It's the first time I'm saying.
So there is also a tube.
Yeah, there is. Ada kali cheap though. Sakalinga wala kachapa malas kaboto kako katikatini.
Then abantu bagamba simanyi mbu omuntu afuna complications ng'akoze baby shower. Simanyi baby shower, simanyi olubuto okuvayo ensi n'erulaba. And we were like, bannaye anaaluzaala luno lwafulumizza tewatya bantu kubeera nga basobola okukola
Me both my showers were surprises. Esoka was my family. They surprised me. Then Yokubi, the art industry, but surprising.
Most musicians, most people
but
had.
Eddie Kenzo, I fake for makeup, I did the Jasmine. I remember Just Teddy was there, Spice Diana was there.
Fefe wasn't.
No, Fefe wasn't, but his management was there. And a few of his friends, I guess.
Batera ogamba mbuno like when you tewabiwulira like when you expose the body, when people get to know you're pregnant, otandika okufuna complications, but it's good you didn't.
I didn't get any complications. People have perception.
So you will do it the second time. Go through the pain.
I don't know about that. The pain I got. So once I put them, guy nja kuba mwagala nnyo tekisooka. Ani ajja kwanga njagala nnyo okunsinga bwe mwagala. Ate ayina no simanyi.
So King wearing nga yebase nga owandiika nnyimba oba like during your off time off.
Nga mpandika nnyimba.
Nedda like.
I gave him all the time he needed.
Like did you get to write songs or you don't write for yourself?
I don't write for myself. I sat home waiting for demos to come. When I had a demo I want. I only did one song, by the way, because Cheketa was already there. You understand? Just sorry remixing it. Already had album and I look for that. So they just ngamba doki. Put for me some verses there for Winnie and Vinka to do demo. But I didn't. By the way, I gave myself a break. People just don't know. I really broke off after giving birth, but nobody noticed.
Okay. So now the concert. You did your own concert, man. Tell batugamba muno omuntu okola concert ye n'omuntu okukolera. It's better for someone okukolera than okwekolera. Naye kino ekyo tunalaba nga gwakirimu wakati.
I don't think it has a formula. Either way, things can either go wrong or go bad. Mtonzi waffe yasalawo.
For Team Karole, tuyombeyo.
For Team Karole. Since when are you Team Karole?
I'm serious, like a big Team Karole, but of course the Talozons one day no mubali.
Included that.
Twagakula King. Mwachi omukweka face. Twagala mulaba. Mwachi flaga ko one. That's why we keep saying no mwana one tuka atubuga ntugamba ono bugalo bwana. Mwachi flaga face ya King. Kale tulage ko kale side wotandikirawo.
Man, me, I have my own problems. I feel like my son to be seen just come like with like an endorsement.
You know?
Tuzaire baserebi
It's my perception of life.
So we about diaper and certain company.
And if any company out there wants to, please, King is ready for business.
Guys,
if no company ever comes up, I'll make sure I work so hard that I put a product, attach a product to my son, then I release him and the product.
Then we get to see the face
with his product.
So you're going to launch it like the way you launch your music.
Yeah.
Your kid is expensive.
And by the way, he's about to go to school. That means his fellow students will see him and they will see me, but I'll be very strict.
Of course, videos to vibe. We know.
Because King lives a normal life. King, where we stay, thank God where we stay is a very civilized area.
You know?
Like people can see him and they don't even, they don't take videos.
So
but they
gets
know
to be a child.
Like, King. He says hi to them.
So it's for speaking English only.
He speaks English only.
Said Uganda what?
He won't reply because I have to yogeda.
Hello.
Shigeza tulina okutwala wakabaka
know kumanya
Amana
ffe
benna
Buganda,
kusoma si
Buganda.
Buganda so kati mugenda mulo pambu yakoze eki.
okay kati muki agalina kunyiga lulimi ki
nange mbadde ninza oyogere ntandika okubala wano mu mutwe
No, si Muganda.
Manager box wa packs.
gambe taata kyoyo taata kyoyo taata kyoyo.
But King's dad is there. It's not okay for us to keep throwing King around like from man to man.
But what I'm saying, learning the dad's language. Because at some point I know kuiga that language.
He will
at some
learn it.
point.
He will learn it. You don't have to be with him to learn it.
Mtunga yako chai. Anyway, it's okay. Wow. Nchitaka anyway, ne manager yagambe ndoza King kale twayanza ku King manager yagambe tulina okubuza n'okulaavu. Munnange twagala mmanya. Jagala tukubuza kulaavu manager awo. I don't know.
Olimba yakugambye.
Wallahi yabingambye ku simu.
Muyaye
Ne
kati.
bomuyita apo saawa zino. Yaŋŋambye Karole njagala mumbulize ne ku byalaavu.
Mu byabadde ki?
Nze simanyi. Waliwo.
Sikisanga ki ape ekyo ekyali.
Wallahi.
Genda muleka wano
Era singa
kujayo.
kino wano wallahi yabingambye
the
yesterday.
last time we hosted you gave us a very good show a relationship
It's about love.
Mwayiga ki?
Why? Ina byatugamba.
netwiga break up engeri gy'osobola okwerondalondawo
Olimba twayogera about that?
Oh yeah, because by then remember there was like a thing trending.
Which one?
Some video, some audio. Remember that audio?
Eh.
That's when the rumor started. So that's why everyone has started attaching the baby to Fefe. Kumbe musajja watu. And when we hosted him babidaga, but no, she's my friend. Nenga tumanya asaka. Nenga bwaseka. Omanyi mtu addamu nga aseka. Tuga fifu limba nawo seka nnyo limba. Nakamba iswe nenga aseka. Tumuvaako. So all along, that's what we thought.
That he was
But-
the dad.
Definitely. Then ate when nalabye interview wano wadde oyogera waliwo gye nalabyeko negamba kati how did that dad kubanga abasajja mbagamba lwaki bamuwadde nnyo ate kati angamba mwana wange abamu ng'abeegaana. But then I remember what you said ng'otandika nogamba mentally gwekiteekamu so ne watandika okuleeta excuses nti mwana si wange mwana kiraka wooli ngogamba it's okay we move on.
Regardless.
Mugatoni nayo namukolera ki kyabasazeewo kati so dating
Tuzeyo ku dating. Why am I tugenze
nedda
maaso?
mukwano tujja gigenda mu kobe tugende mu music katono dating life because I thought you're going to date within your circles. Omanyi bagamba sometimes
Ne bannange. Ekikulu mulowooza nnyo. I thought we
because you know what your life life yama tuba tugimanyi omanyi why because okufuna omanyi nga batujajinga bagamba oba ekiro eva kati mbu omusajja abakazi abo social media zizio kati mbu omusajja omuleke waka pax omuleke waka for example gogende okube mpaka kumacha tekisoboka gani akugulira like you know how they say kati ngamanyi you have to get people ngamanyi industry yamwe nagamba anyway
eshe yagamba tagenda like during the other interview yagamba mutagenda kudatinga mu bayimbi netugenda okuwulira ate boyfriend w'omuyimbi
nze sigamba bayimbi boka
wawulira gwe naani?
netuwulira netulaba fenna
industry sigamba bayimbi ne producer you know like that industry situation yeah music industry
otugamba mbu nonno naye rumor has it
The good thing they're all rumors.
so
It's a good thing they're all rumors.
but why wouldn't you in my
Why would I
mind
do a date?
date like someone within like let me say katinganzo dating a journalist or someone I work with like would you encourage someone because sometimes even to see byango kusanga
Let me tell you one thing. It has the artists in the industry that have boyfriends. Okay, they have like real men,
yeah
like Ngabawe and Bawa, a lot of respect.
yeah true
Because it is not easy. Kubanga nze, somebody told me that Karole, man, sichangu nnyo man okudatinga.
yagamba mbu why you unavailable
Very,
okay
very.
touring you're going here there yagamba
Just know it. Zene producer wange Ateni one day we're talking. Nagamba, obanga oli awo munsi, the thing you give your time the most kyofunamu.
the thing you give your time the most kyofunamu oteeka time omulaago ojja kufunamu heartbreaks
No, bajja kuwasa, bajja
ne heartbreaks gyezi.
even heartbreaks you can get, yeah. Okifunamu at the end of the day.
after collecting.
You get something at the end of the day either way.
If you keep pushing.
But
So,
bw'oteeka mind yo mu music wo era gw'ogenda okukola ki
gagwenda
okufunamu
okufunamu.
bw'oteeka mind yo mu
Fameka
business
bwe
yo
yatugamba.
n'otuulanga awo ku business noyita abantu kati singa ntuula ku spa era singa ne spa yange kyaka yesingawa
Seeing nga advertising it.
okitegedde so nze yaŋŋamba where you put your energy is where you reap. So
Okay.
there is no way, if you have a man, they need your energy.
I understand.
They need your full time, your energy. They need you they need you to show them that you love them or you care about them. You are a wife. You should cook for them. You should. I think at least they should eat 1 meal of yours in a week. At least at least 1 meal of yours in a week. You should take care of the family, take care of the home. Kati bw'ogattako ate n'omwana naye omulabira naye omubakira ogatteko n'endongo ndongo naye bebi eri awo
I know.
naye n'omubiri gubanja baby.
kati nti nkyakunnyonnyola twogera about dating.
Yes,
twogera about dating. Kati ogenda okwesanga bambye nga kuliko ekimu ekinyiize ku bonna
Nga ekitafunye time.
kinyiize. Kati the man can get angry or your baby can start hating you or your business can get mad at you.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you have to sit down, Nogamba, of these things, where should I put my effort? Because almost okugamba bound, baby, I need to focus more on this stuff. Like take my nenga nawe nkolachi, kwetagawo please. But all these three are very jealous. So they should know.
Even music itself.
Music is very jealous.
That's what Fameka told us.
It
naye
is
nga sikitegera.
very jealous. Ayekesinga n'omusajja okuba jealous endongo.
Etya.
Ayaya teyagala kukikiitingako. Teyagala kukiraga nti gwe relax nze olina ebbaawo muli machies. Otya.
Ekyo lwaki ne ku maternity leave wali wasooka n'ogifeedinga bulungi.
Kati me if I tell him I'm not dating, you cannot tosobola kwewuunya. But I really want to.
I understand what you're saying.
But I need to work.
But Carol, yeah, we need to work, but we balance.
Anti
Unless nga you've gotten a man,
Anti nkugambye mbuno.
nga he doesn't understand you.
Well, trust me, men will come and they'll act like they understand.
Then later,
They'll act like
after
they
chewing,
understand.
I know.
Not chewing, but they will stay there. Amala widenga tasobola.
Nga music amuwangu.
But before chewing, ajja kubeera nga ali very active now.
You
Never
can even chew and even stay there for years. Nera maana agamba nyomanyi
Kimaze.
kinnemye.
Kati kitegeeza King yasobola awo.
Ate kati ye King is very understanding. Kuba ate ye King niwe mba nkomyewo at home at 4.
Yes.
And he wakes up at 7. He can tell I'm still tired. He can come to my room. Just the look on my eyes and I'm mommy is what? Very sleepy and tired. Then she'll be like, Mommy, sleep. And he'll walk out and close the door.
King ali so disciplined.
He's a very intelligent boy, by the way.
So if you dare get back, because we're human, no always is a savage, you can always get back in the loving scene. Would you date a single father? Or that is something you can never consider? Because no, never.
Me, I can date a man.
Regardless whether he has kids or not.
I don't care if
You don't ask.
I ask, but
No, but it doesn't.
that can't give a condition for me. Me, I'll date a man who is nice, a man who is loving, a man who is understanding, a man who is caring. As long as you're all that, no matter what you come with.
Have you ever heard of baby mamas that are so dramatic? The ex-baby mamas that are so dramatic. Are you sure, Carol?
Let me tell you one thing. I don't think a man who is caring, loving, and all that has a dramatic baby mama.
Carol.
Sorry, that means Murimba.
And you can never
Because
tell.
if a man is loving and caring and that, he would have stayed with their woman. I know mwana we.
Kati maybe nga bw'ogambye, nti maybe
Carol.
he pretended.
You
yeah?
understand? That means he's pretending with you.
He pretended with those other baby mamas. No, still, you don't take it for granted.
Buzabuza tolina kyakubuuza lwaki omuzeeyo
There should be a trigger.
Kale,
There should be something that
dramatic man.
there should be a trigger.
Of what?
Why would he have all those four dramatic? There should be something.
That means
Nebakugamba nti talabira bali abaana bonna abaana, and then you yourself, you're saying you come with your baggage. Carol, believe me, you.
no, that man I will not give a chance.
Oh, okay,
That
then I
means
understand.
Wange, he's pretending with me. Because by the time he's leaving all these women,
naye somebody to have all dramatic mothers
that means
abeera ekizibu. Yes.
Okay. Then ate kati bw'aba ng'alina kale tubayi dramatic naye ng'alina different azadde baana abakazi
oneesobola muwa chance naye aba ayina ekisi.
Gambye oluusi tebalina bizibu. Oluusi munaye abakazi batwekyanga.
No, omukazi kakuleko one thing. Women are the most understanding people in this world. Omukazi agenda okwekyanga nga sawa yakwekyanga.
ngalo trigger.
Yeah.
Bino betugamba ava atya mu bufumbo. Like, nolabe ennyumba, this lavish lifestyle.
Standinze buli kimu n'akisandinga n'amaana n'akwata ebintu bye n'akola ki?
Meaning
she's
the
not
man,
mad, she's not stupid,
the
she's
man,
not insane, she's not dramatic. You've
man,
driven her out.
that trigger eva wano. Okay, kutegeera. So at least bwabanga bana wakazi omu, that is okay. Different baby mamas, you're like, there's a situation, there's a problem. I think I understand what you're saying.
Ne bwajja wange ng'alina omwana mukazi omukozi nga ngamba nti oyo mukazi you're finding a love elsewhere because their love yali eweddewo. Because that happens. You can be with somebody
and you fall out of love.
and you
Yes,
fall out of love. And then maybe a woman finds another man out there. Then if the man is saying mukazi wange yandekawo n'afuna omusajja omulala nze ndi nzekka, I could give you a chance. I could.
I
do not want a man to come into my life to bring all his problems.
So dating a single father, chances are they are a bit low.
So kira ne bagamba mbwe mubeera bamama mbu n'ennyambala ekyuka. Eyiye n'akyuka.
Just that mulabako wano wokka. Ekiri eno. Smooth.
Neba mama b'ennaku zino. Tebumufaanana. N'atali maama mumusinga onyirira.
Very smooth. But you're taking good care of yourself. That's nice.
I don't think my son wants to see me like how.
Mama wange ali bw'ati.
Because I normally have my mom, who is the judge in the house, and that's the way she dresses. And my son knows that is Jaja. So I cannot dress like what?
Like Jaja.
Like Jaja. I should dress like mommy.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I know for a difference Jaja and mommy.
Mumvumire. Ndokuwa. Era kyova olaba.
Tewala omusajja omwana
bamwegaanye. Ye bannange obuwanda bw'ennaku zino. But those are depressed women.
That's the only good thing.
Tamwegaanye by the way, guys. Bambi temutandika. Ate ali bulungi wano wa.
Very.
Now I'm glad that most mothers oba lwakubanga basingle mothers bokka but they look after themselves. Batono nnyo kale abali oba mukikola mutya naye nga olagenda okulaba nti oli ate omufumbo ng'alina family bambi okubikwasa
okuleega
mwe oba mubeera mulumya.
And no matter what you give a man, he will always want something. Abaye akusaba kino kimwana akusaba kino.
Yeah, they are selfish.
Kati gwati
Era mbi I salute.
Wataliyo yadde n'eddakiika Karole.
Zenno golaba ano. Zenno. Me, most times I'm seeing somebody in a settled way. Most of the time. But men, when you customer nti baby nkwaga.
Tebalagenda okugamba. I don't know why. Osoka nobeera fine osoka mulaga nti sikwagala.
Olanti omwana omulenzi anyunyuuta. Sajja banyunyuuta.
Omusajja waategerera nti omwagala katanjagala communicationless. Tandika okwegayiriza. Nga ne bannange nakoze eki.
Men are weird.
Men can stress.
You
That's why
don't-
they say
you
they are
should know men-
selfish.
Men are selfish, by the way. Men are very, very, very,
She's
very,
selfish
very,
and people
very
abused
selfish.
her.
Of which I don't care because they are very selfish.
Men are very
And are those ones
selfish.
that abused me, they are the poor ones. That's why I rather get a man who
No, maybe she's saying selfish in terms of money.
else
Yeah,
everything, everything, even
Me,
themselves.
I think
I don't know what she emphasized. Men are selfish.
They're very
I think she has
selfish.
seen selfish. I have seen selfish.
I know what I'm
so
saying.
I can attest
Those
to
are young ones.
selfishness.
Those that are complaining are young ones and the rigid ones, and they are broke.
Me, I can attest to a selfish man.
Trust me, very selfish.
Men can tend to be selfish sometimes. Nomulabanga we omwadde everything
She's not appreciating.
tasiimye and they're not giving you anything.
There's someone who actually even said nagamba singa men understand oyigenze muleba nkwadde omwana ekibuto kikyayiikayika you want me to snap back oli mukwerabirira give me time, yeah, give me time, maybe bafuna what is this mugaba you know azze waliwo abafuna nga mungi waliwo munanga batafuna.
A man will quickly sina mugaba anyway.
Karole, your body nze
A man,
Still young.
a man will quickly run and get another woman
and my dear
because was a day.
thank you
I've been there.
mbwalaba omustarving
Yeah.
for how many days.
Not even
Ngalaba you're
starving.
even starving.
Just ngala tochafananga nange wali ofala nga tonnazaala. Me tubangamba abakyala before you give birth prepare yourself mentally because
Either a man can stress
mentally because
nogenda mumira nogamba banna
ogenda kufuna stress y'omusajja yokere ku bubi ogaddeko n'omwana okutuke.
Nagenda nendaba bagamba akaana nali neebuuza lwaki mubeera nga like ogenda okukyalira nakawere n'osanga empita nazikolako ebintu biryawo ne bagamba mukwano ate weyeebakira nawe obeera olina okwebaka wazuukira.
kyokka omusajja bw'akomyewo bw'ayagala
Nze simanyi oba omuntu asobola okuzaala mu relationship ne musigala nga muli kyekimu. Nze simanyi. I don't know. I've not seen it.
takes a man oba for some reason bw'amala okuzaala that's when even cheating atandikirawo ku cheatinga atandika paxi omusajja your perspective abasajja abasinga tolimba bw'amala okuzaala katugambe
Tomanyi bintu bye bakola.
wakira flatinga n'omuntu omulala bw'omala okuzaalira in most cases kale ngozeko ovudde mu byokundaba ng'enkimakima oba toyagala totandika kunoonyanoonya buntuntu bu x nolanako bufulatinga nabo ng'olaba
apart from my brothers.
No, it depends.
on
You know, I think when women give birth for men, they tend to relax, but I think kati buli bamuyina buli kimu kiwe.
that's why mutano
So I
for
think
men
For some, it comes with some kind of disrespect, relaxing, and maybe the other akola to
nalekerawo
Yeah. So that.
nga lwaki tolindako n'empono
Kati omanyi bunno mentality ya pax gyakugambye. It could be a man's mentality. They assume that because ozadde
you're back.
their mind already yaba amanye kati okyuse
Thank you.
before you even change. Yaba amanye muli mutwegwe
Thank
kati
you.
kara what
Tandise
kati
okunjula
andabawo ali ku mwana we because they see it.
genda aseekinga
Because
validation
bangi
and comfort
bakyogera
awalala
kati assume
Abambi
immediately
edda.
ekyo kyakola ki tokyamuliko kati munnange ne bwokola akano kinyo bwe kati agamba akazi we omutwe nga muzadde.
Ebyo nembeera nemuteekawo
n'omugamba nyambako nkwatireko ku mwana otandise okunjooga nze alina omukwata nogamba banaye nkugambye ngenda
Waliyo n'abate.
Bannange
ekyokutwefa obukyafu am breastfeeding laba nno bwali naye bannaye pakisabasaba
naye lwaki babeera bakkiriza okuwunya amata mpulira
amata gawunya
abasajja bagamba
nzagenda saba yabo gawunya agange
abakazi bawunya amata
ja sibagala babulabe ndooza gagakulukuse bambi ne balooza nti gawunya
tegawunya
I got called a punch only once because guess what? Women there are pads that you can wear
that
can hold so you don't have to wet your bra. If you left home a bit early ng'omwana wo akola ki akabi. There are pads you can wear.
Baffe. Postpartum depression, I am adjusting. Gwoli no mo paxi. Oli mutuufu, a man can stress you after birth. I think where I did no move. You start dressing anyhow.
I want to thank very much my friends. When I gave birth, my friends,
we need help.
My friends used to come home every day, like every evening. They were at home like pakanga midnight. I also want to thank my bestie because he stayed there for me like the whole time. In fact, that's why Mama Sibana because he was there for me. But not only him, all my friends were there for me because it was my first time, and I think my friends loved me so much. Even my bestie was there for me. It doesn't suffer any depression, it suffer any problem, it suffer anything.
I think ekitegeeza bwe mpulira ebintu ebyo ne mbikomparinga ne wali nga babambi bannakawere ne baleka naleka tissue diaper wano oluusi n'okwambala ne kumulema baby abadde akaba they concentrate on the baby more bw'asirika natandika okwekolera ebyo nawo omulema. We need helpers. I think that's why abakyala mune babagamba badde mu kyalo n'agaana ne kati omwami bw'akulaba ng'olimu ebyo.
We need help.
I don't know.
I tell help in Uganda is it's affordable. You know, in other countries it's not affordable because I talk to my friends who say like in the States now Gamba Karole in like in Germany here you can't afford to have a what?
A helper.
A help. You can't afford to have a maid. Because they can come and clean like once a week and go. But us in Uganda we're lucky that we can afford.
Because a house helper everywhere, at least generally, are 1,500.
Can you imagine?
For a week.
Can you imagine?
Wow. 1,500.
Ero bogeze kugwa ddalu. No mwana. Obogeze kugwa ddalu. So, when your life you like. Ujigateko mwana. Ero tuna boy chiti wa wakaza abazali ebula.
Do you blame single mothers abali bitter?
I don't blame them because I don't know their story. You cannot judge somebody. I don't know his story. How did she get there? Bamulimba chi, bamugamba chi. Okay. Okukyasa jamunaye chiva ku. Osamucha.
Karole, so you still believe in love, eh?
Me, I've always believed in love. Oh. And I still believe in love like a million times. And I know that when the right person out there, whatever, I think I even have a feeling you will timba. I have a feeling
you're kidding
for the first time. Just feeling out feelings went in America to know what timba.
When did you go timing a man yo
Kasita na mtima wewe atingamanya woo.
Mugenda kulwana n'abantu ex mwanena bugenda kuvaayo
nkwano nja kumala mu assessinga. By the way, when you love somebody, when you love somebody, when God sends you somebody and that person is so right, yeah. Abayetaga kutimba wali mu Square Kampala mu makati mu kisaawe ku billboard ne ku social media buli wamu. Era I promise everybody bwalijja jamutimba.
So you believe ne marriage jeri you get ku marriage
nze olaba tugalawe
tuli kumpi kale like we have like ebyakalo binyume kale like 10 minutes.
Marriage emo believing I'm yes nze saga nnyo kwa na guy nga ambirabirako nnyo
akati
nenga marriage amulinga best. I think marriage is I think marriage is a good thing but I feel like
open like I did too much kama anena wetambula ko
saga open
kwa
kumera munyumba nga
kijoya kale ina ye mukama
kageza mwesa kati ave mu best soko okube wali
twesa nani
soko okube wano ndioke mukugambe naye bwatyo bwe yayogera
yagamba ki
yagamba muna yagalanga open tagala mubeerako nnyo nnyo ye marriage ewangala ina wekyoyogedde
kati olindasho mutimba
ate yangambe konti anjagala
tokera kwetumiikiriza naye Karole
naye ng'omutegedde
leka nangamba konti mu ki
marriage you get married separate bedrooms Nga you only go in one bedroom, nga you're going to have nyam
Yes.
cuddling, and then you go back to separate bedrooms.
And then John Sega also said,
I think
like,
it can
do
be
you
a
remember
nice
also
thing.
John Sega
I
was
think
saying,
it can be a nice thing. You guys, I know I've not been married, like married, but I think
I know kubera
I
kono
think
omuntu
woja.
cohabiting, obera kono gamba ne.
Eyo munne yo waliyo omuliro.
Wait, I know otukana manyi kono tijja. Era nze neewuunya bano abagira weekend marriages.
Ndowooza ekibeera eyo
N'ogenda Friday, n'ovaayo Sunday, mba mpulira nga ntuuse wano kuba kati Friday olina okwala obuliri,
ofumba obwocha. Tewaliyo omuliro. Teri muliro.
olina okwala obuliri.
bannaye mukwano.
Waliwo abagamba mbu bw'okyala kati Paxi wama yagera n'agamba
Sagala kirowooza.
bw'okyalira omusajja bikati mulaba kubeera marriage going to the bathroom olina ogenda nga weekwese, like you feel like you're not comfortable.
Bathroom ogenda kukolayo.
Susu biki byonna
Mwagenda
number 2
mwekwese.
ati munange
Mwana ayagala number 2.
bwabiwulira mbu nga
Ari
bakukyaya
very healthy.
Wabiwulira babikyayi.
akukyaya, it starts looking at you in a different way. There are those abakyala nga tajja genda mu bathroom y'abakulu. You understand those things that are picky.
You guys, marriage, eh?
But then they say-
another day for discussion.
I understand, but then they say, would you rather steko with someone like before you tie the knot? At least n'otegeera oba ogamba nedda kamale gatayinga noti ndawe
Nze ndowooza omuntu oba omwagalira wane kasita omusemberera bwotwa notegeera obuzeebu.
naye n'omwagalire wala nga mudeti nga omutegeera kalo
Abantu bekweka ebize gyaffe.
N'akutama.
Ebize gyaffe.
so do you
Kale tukaaba ne nogaana naye bw'ati ngolaba naye ate wedi nga wakiyingidde.
wakiyingidde dda
Would you give your baby daddy
watimbetimbye
a second chance?
Kumi.
Bwakomawo ng'ayagala kusettling her down for the sake of your
child.
son.
Problem is now this session erimu omwana wange so saagala
Jigira.
because this thing stay on record.
Kuzira bano. Kati attributes, physical attributes, man. You still ogamba nedda as long as there is money, that's beauty, we can say.
Yeah, money, that's beauty.
Naye bagamba beauty ebeera wano.
Gamba
Y'abasajja
Awo wakulu.
no abasinga bakazi
Awo wakulu.
funye ne kalo.
Bakanaki.
Nze ngambye nze badde ngamba wano nze seega.
Ono yagamba.
Sente enkulu.
Ono yagamba muno mune asobola kulaba ku ssente feeling ne zijja.
Sente kyo?
Kale bwe zibawo feeling zidduka like zijja mangu nnyo.
Zijja makulu nno bambi
Mwane bwayavuwala. Ono ng'agenda.
okubeera n'omusajja omwava akustressinze akumanyidde akukaddiyiza sente zirina kubeerawo all the time on stressing naye ng'ompa sente
Naye ng'omuyamba zikola.
asisobola muyamba nawe azikolera eri nze mu ideas
Kyekimu n'omuyamba zikola.
wamma
Even ideas work.
Pax ekyo ideas aganye Pax ideas zange zi expensive oganye
Ate ayina engeri gy'akwata
You know there are ladies who can give you ideas nga idea gyakuwa ekwa millions and millions of money.
thank you
I don't think he believes in women who have a mikisa katono ndowooza nga teri mukazi alina mukisa oba kiza alina
okimanyi olaba abalina mikisa n'abatalina mikisa
You're 5 and 10.
So if there is a single mom out there, what advice che yokubeera nga bw'atandika relationship ayagale because of omwami ayagala omwana oba temulina kutunuulira mwana ye byayagala mwene mutunuulira
Nze waliwo guy eyaŋŋambako mbu kale Karo walogera lyankwana nga simwa time na kale kati oli awabula kwesimu gamba bana taking agenda wano taking bana awane king ateka tena okweba kati king naga kati king agenda mugenda kukula king asoma kuviire ojjukire nze yakwana mbere naawe nga si naawe ngoye king wali otijjisa akoze
naye akuze
ng'akufiiridde
batuka kyene bakyuka
nangamba just please balance your life your normal life with your kid. Don't overput your life on there So I don't think dating a man would entirely depend on
a child.
No, because that child has a father anyway.
Kitegeeza these few men, as we wrap up, these few men abagamba nti no, kitegeeza single women should not feel bad in a certain way. Kubanga most men, I think you've seen that talk, mbo tebakyagala single women, sorry, single mothers. But I think abagamba, if you take care of yourself, olaba daba akukwana recent juice.
Hey, what are you done when I listen? Hana inamuganya naye. Nganyonera agamba ojja kuddawo ngani.
Ngate yenze.
Ngate bisente, ngate bizike, talina ki.
Amasawo sina budde babasajja ge mazima.
Kati lastly,
you have to be able to fit in my timetable. What men don't want that.
Bagala attention.
Bagala benga gwa fitting amuchi.
That is selfish nze bagamba.
Because it's busy.
Kati when should a single mother introduce a child?
When?
Go fall in love. Kati nga gonoga mamanyi kati fall in love. Manya bamubangwa.
You cannot fall in love before they even know that you have a kid. Or no kumanya you know when first time we say hello.
No chengamba.
No, but you should know that he's there.
No,
the first time you say hello to me.
Yes, I understand. I'm saying physical. King nalaba uncle.
I don't want to confuse my son. My son has never seen any other man.
But that is nice.
Yeah? This is I don't want to confuse my son. My son cannot go through something like that. No. I cannot let that happen to him. Never.
So that means omwami abeera tagenda kujanga wakawo.
By the way.
Well, kati wanga ajja kukola woki. Every man who comes to your home abeera mwenzi. Why not gende ewuwe?
Akonkayize. Wangamba muno shiraika
lwaki toliiwe lwaki ajjawo?
Wamma. Ayina ajja nga wuwa obugulu talina yadde kyali kyaki.
Obulaba temudda waffe
temutuleke. Temujja please mutuleke. Muli benzi. Wamma. Music. It's the
truth, by the way. It's the truth.
You're right. I just
why are you boasting at your home? Men, they are cheating with you.
Yes.
Not on you, but with you.
Agamba mbuno mubajja ne baleka history yaabwe mu nyumba gye weezimbidde nga lokyagivaamu when you break up party. So they leave history behind nogamba banekale twali wano then would cuddle.
Then ate mubalina akamanyiro ku makya n'agamba mbu ki ekiri mu fridge.
Bukyanga mwana wange nazala
fridge. Tewali kye yatisa n'agamba ki ekiri mu fridge.
Mwana wange kati ojje wanga wake up in the morning. Mwana wange akulabe and then who are you?
Uncle.
Uncle who?
Uncle Apple.
I know my uncles. Mommy, is that uncle? Are you sure? No, King knows most of his uncles. King knows everybody.
The next thing King knows. Mbunga, they leave the boxers one by one. And then in the fridge, taguze mugati, byoguze byalya.
What is in the fridge?
What is in the fridge? Ayagala sibanya matabichi.
Banange, my girls out there, if a man is coming to your home, if a man is coming to your home, ngatoli mulema.
Younger girls.
Mbu you cannot move.
Young girls, baba bulirira.
If a man is overly coming to your home. Gatoli mulema mbotoso akutambula genda wuwe. Oh guy, he's cheating with you.
Eshigeza bano batwala mu
Airbnb
nakayigira kono.
Era obogenze
ziberanga hotels
era nkozi nga muvudde wakawa mwene bawo nogamba just can sleep at an island or something nga mugenze bameka. That is okay. It's nice to do those things in a different environment.
Okay. So, wrapping up, batuli bobi wali music kaimba chi wala kaimba ko pushinga wala ko waje mu studio twaine kasuku that time when we were launching audio visual
sicha swala
I think
wafata
bwali bubiri nesire
I think it was
twazina mukawo
it was fata.
Then after 1 week what took no releasing akala and bagamba mama karonga releasing all the time never gamba
I started releasing akala. I had a couple of collaborations from different artists that released their music nasina bagambira ambu temuta banaki
chokanga te wakati akako.
I know so for the two people never knows that you over really
okay, good take it was there.
So you have no say in that.
You can have names of my Indian cousin, era kugamba n'ogaana n'okulaba yokola naye okusiriikirira. Why?
Asawalya ne ssente zaabwe.
Naawe nesente basibiridde naye masina kyako.
Wamma kati nkutegere because even was like mama Karongai.
Naye nayinza okuddamu kola kolabo.
Muwulidde. Why?
Kozi nga ng'esigadde wange nga alina biki muzaagita. Abaana nakye bankoze kolabo banna.
Ne babikka obuyimba kituufu. Kati ffe nga tumanyi bubwo. Kumbe kolabo.
Enyimba zaabwe naye ffe ng'onakola nabo naye abantu tebaagala awuliriza banna. Kolabo ogikola n'ogyekolera.
Ate bw'ogaana bagamba toli supportive.
Akoze kolabo y'omuntu ne maana emukolera nnyo mudamulaba naye gundi tewapa ssente.
Era muleka ne bwa good for you.
That's nice. So this new song,
It's called Akafeche. It's a single.
What's behind it? Like, what's Akafeche?
Like, if I ever date any man that I'll be in love with, I'll make sure it stays private. Because when it stays silent, not a lot is said. Like, not everybody has an opinion about
that relationship,
how you
your
should.
man,
And it gives you peace.
Akafeche is a love song.
It's a love song.
So how come
It's not really a love song, it's a dance song, but love song.
It had to be a dance program.
Why don't you give us the softer side of you?
It's that soft dance song. It's a soft dance song.
Love song it is soft to ombuza.
Ate zera abyo mwogera ku sikatu yagala nyimete nga sigimanyi. Nyinza okuyimba ku testamani.
Love song bambi.
Sola kuyimba ku chestawulira. Simanyi bintu bya
kuwuliddeko n'ofunamu fruit yakyo.
You memorize that?
Kale
tuwa sad love song. Kale singa sad love song okaba amaziga tugabe bambi atujjukidde.
I know sinatuuka wote ekizibu. I'm not sad.
You can't cry in studio, you people love it.
I'm not sad. I'm not celebrating love. So I don't know how to. Akuja okuba endongo kyokka kye mmanyi.
No. For you, it's down.
Life. Let's live life. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, that is so nice. Kagenda batya just to make a sample.
Kudigiza gwe nogamaze musama nga weebako kyebalize mukama Kampala waba kunyiza kuja twende Ghana kukukuku nkumatira kukukuku sikuba mwambe nyomisa kukukuku kumavivi nefukamira bamulele nekufuira akafe kache che kipitoni lo tukikumire mu bulangiti agabe
bulangiti
awulidde bulangiti yoga mulimba lwonna ofukamira kumavivi nofukamira nomufuira omulere
nomufuiro my God. Ne Karole.